going to take over this business, then I need to be here basically at least every weekday. Did a little meeting kind of thing before my dad leaving for 3 weeks, so. Got the drone today, fellas. Morning, everybody. So this morning we are going to be going out to the Polo Fields, which is where they host the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival. You guys know we do a lot of work for them for that. And what we're going to be doing is Daryl's over there with the rotator and Tony is over there with truck 19. And we're going to be doing a little bit of rotator lifts, doing some swaps of generators. One of our accounts is actually storing their equipment there temporarily because they are doing some paving in their facility, their actual home facility. So they basically migrated all their equipment over there in the time being. So that's why we're going over there to do this job instead of where you guys normally see us do that. Camera's yelling at me saying my seatbelt's unbuckled. But anyway, that is what we're doing. As you guys see, I'm in a polo, and then you guys can't see, but shorts and boots. And that is because technically I am off. I don't necessarily ever consider myself off, but you know, my mindset on this is that if I'm going to take over this business, then I need to be here basically at least every weekday. So technically today I am scheduled off, which basically means that we have enough drivers on call today to facilitate a smooth day. But that's not to say that if it gets busy and I'm needed, then I'm not gonna jump into a truck and make it happen. But you never know. That's just, but with that being said, I'm in a position today where I can kind of catch up on paperwork. Is typically what I do on a day like today. I'll go and check on the guys, check on customers, and just do the things that I need to do that I can't necessarily do when I'm in a truck. So today and tomorrow are really good days for that. So I'm gonna kind of take you guys along for the ride and show you guys a little bit more behind the scenes, what we do when we're not in the trucks. I got some maintenance things that I got to work on with Mark. We got a bunch of tires we need to change out on the spread axle trailer to get it ready for Pasadena. Just a lot going on, a lot of stuff other than towing to keep this business and the wheels turning. So we're gonna head over to the Polo Fields. I got the drone and obviously the camera, and we're just gonna document the day. There's another tow truck. Hello. It's kind of weird. He's got no logos, no DOT number, no CA number, nothing. Never seen that one before. All right, we'll see you guys here in a second. Let's go ahead and head over to the Polo Fields. There goes Tony. Choo choo. Good morning. So what's the plan then? You're lifting this off?
You take this one off and stick it, swing it, stick out the front of the lift gate 40.
So this goes on the nose of the 40 lift gate, and then the 20-foot box goes on the tail?
What's that lift gate chassis?
Alright, so you gotta have the box on the tail. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, so I know for a fact that you guys didn't hear what Darryl said because he mumbles. Sorry, Darryl. But anyway, from what he said, they're going to be first lifting. Let's show you. So first things first, they're going to be lifting that guy right there, which is an empty 20-foot box, just a container box. So they're going to lift that up, and I believe they are going to bring that in close, and then they're going to bring another 40-foot chassis, which has a lift gate on the back of it. They're going to pull it alongside the back. They're going to swing that 20-foot box, drop it on the back of the 40-foot liftgate chassis. So that basically at that point you would have a 40-foot chassis with a liftgate on the back with this 20-foot box on the rear slot, and then they're going to lift that generator over there, that 20-foot generator, and put it on the front slot to complete a 40-foot chassis, which will have, like I said, the 20-foot generator on the front and the empty 20-foot box on the back. So I think that's probably going to be 3 lifts, 2 or 3 lifts, at least 2, maybe 3. I don't know how Darrell's going to plan on doing it. Yeah, so that is the plan. I'm just here to videotape. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that drone footage. I'm sure Sophie did something pretty cool with that. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but toward the end there, they lifted that same one up that they set down. There was some sort of
open the gate, please open the gate.
That's my dad. There's some sort of error. Basically, the container has a lip on the back of it that doesn't allow it to mate with the lift gate. So they're having to move some stuff around to make that work because of that lift gate. It has some sort of weird extension lip that doesn't allow it to sit into the locks. So I'm gonna let them continue doing what they're doing. I'm gonna head back to the office, check in with Mark, and just see what else is going on there. So let's go ahead and head back and see what we can get into. Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram and Facebook. Just putting a story up right now. I usually post some stories of what we're doing at the time that we're doing it. That way you guys get a little sneak peek behind the scenes of what is to come. So yeah, that's a way for you guys to just see what kind of videos are coming up and the jobs that we're currently on, probably a week to 2 in advance of when the actual video comes out. So be sure to follow us. Links are in the description. It's a good day when most of the trucks are out of the yard. Just a little rundown of what's going on. So obviously you guys saw Tony and Darrell, they're doing their thing. Jorge is in truck 17, the Kenworth W900. He is taking a load of staging to Pasadena, and then he's bringing a load of staging back. Who else is working? Roberto is delivering, or actually I'm sorry, Roberto is picking up a bus for the local transit agency, and he is going to be delivering that to Fontana. So he'll be gone for a few hours. And yeah, you guys saw what Darrell and Tony were doing. Tony started off this morning. Prior to doing that, he was doing a delivery for one of our equipment accounts for a 7 a.m. delivery. So yeah, Landos are always busy, which is good. Very profitable pieces of equipment compared to a tow truck. And if we can keep them busy, we're happy. So that's what's going on this morning. That's where all the trucks are. In terms of the other heavy duty trucks, we got the Kozad truck over there, which Darrell primarily drives. It's sitting over there. And then the white truck over there, we call the Panda because it's got black fenders, white cab. That one is down for repairs. It needs a PTO seal, so we're waiting on the PTO seal to come in the mail because it's got a pretty hefty leak. So yeah. Okay, So I was up in the office, as you guys saw, doing some billing, and Caesar, one of our battery drivers, is saying that his battery truck AC is not working very well. So it looks like it's parked back here already. Maybe Mark's taking a look already. We'll go ahead and take a look, see what's going on with that. Very well could be Freon, or just because it's so hot and humid that it's not working as good. So let's see. Low on Freon, or is it like a volume thing?
No, it's low on Freon.
It is. All right, well, it appears that that just needed Freon, so that was an easy fix. Might have a slight leak somewhere, but at least he's on the road for the rest of the day, and then we can look at it on an off day. This little guy's been hanging around the yard. Good looking cat. See ya. Just got $1 million worth of tires delivered. They give you a receipt?
No, Jason's gonna bring the paperwork.
It's like $1 million.
You know what the price for?
No, I have no idea. My guess is somewhere close to $4 grand. And you got what? How many tires? We got 8 for the spread axle, and then
We got one that's gonna be a
that'll go on the.
adjustment. That's for the.
Oh, this they warranted it or whatever. That's good. So you guys that watched one of my last videos, we had a gash in the 35 ton. That tire was relatively new, and yeah, this truck. So maybe Sophie or can overlay a picture or something of that. But we had a gash in that tire. It was on one of my videos. I was hooking up a trash truck and noticed it. Anyway, we were able to get it warranted and replaced for free because that tire was relatively new and there was no curb marks on the outside of the tire, so it just started splitting, and it was a relatively new tire. So they warranted it, gave us a new tire, which is good because I think those tires are, I don't know, $800, 450 bucks. No, they're not 800. Those are the steers. So these are closer to like 400 bucks. Big 24.5. These are going to be going on the spread axle. Got 8 brand new tires, and those, let me take you over there. So as I said, those tires are going to be going on our spread axle. Yes, I'm wearing 2 hats. Don't say anything. Those 8 tires will be going on our spread axle trailer. We've had a exponential increase in the need for this spread axle trailer. Some benefits: it's light, it's aluminum, you can load it down more. You have the spread back here so you can get more weight on here, and you have more deck space than the Landau trailers. But being light and the extra weight back here is huge, and with our staging and production contracts that we have, this is becoming a big player. This is being utilized a ton. So we are going to be upgrading the tires. Tread on this is especially, well, this tire is not great, but all around the tread on this trailer is not horrible, but it is how old the tires are. We have decided to spend the money and replace. As you guys might think or be aware, production and, you know, show business, for lack of better terms, is very time critical. And so if we were to have a tire blowout or something when we're getting en route to a big show and we're trying to deliver the stage, which obviously the stage needs to be there or else the show does not go on, we just can't afford those kind of losses. So we're gonna go ahead and put 8 brand new tires on that, and that thing will be ready to go all across California, Nevada, wherever it needs to go. But that's kind of some of the places that we need to go is San Francisco, Pasadena, Vegas. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. That towing company is not just doing towing. As a matter of fact, all the heavy duty tow trucks aren't even out of the bay right now, but all those trucks are making money. So it's good. I mean, we don't have the drivers anyway, so it's not hurting us. Pretty cool. So these bungees are incredibly important to our like operation when we're towing. They can be used to hold air lines to the grill. They can be used to hold your safety chains up. They can be used to hold loose ends of driveline chains. I mean, there's a lot of uses to these bungees, and with that becomes braking. They're rubber. Our hot environment, they don't do so well, so we are replacing these not super often, but they're definitely a consumable. So looks like Roberto needs 3 of them here, so I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 to the rack, which this was a idea that I came up with. This little mount right here, it's so simple. It's 2 pieces of angle aluminum self-tapered to the door, and it's an idea I came up with when I was like 17, 16, something like that. I didn't even have a Class A, but figured it'd be good because it's a necessity to have these for sure. So this is the solution that I came up with for this particular truck, and it has worked really well ever since. So there you go. Got 5 total, and then he usually keeps a few stashed away, but these are easy access. We're at the last door right before the underlift, so right where you need them. So I'm gonna go ahead and check the other 3510. I know that needs some as well, so let's go ahead and add some to that as well. Tires. So these are all basically brand new tires. They don't look it, but they are basically all brand new, and the reason that they are here is they're under shade, and I mean, we paid money for these, so we're not going to throw them out, but we were approached by a company basically who wanted to use our fleet of flatbed tow trucks to put their tires on and to come on a monthly basis and check wear patterns and tread depth and stuff like that. So basically they supplied all the tires and a spare to our whole flatbed fleet, which where's my face? Focus. As a business owner, you cannot pass up that opportunity. I mean, tires are one of the most expensive pieces of equipment when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. So to have basically 7 tires paid for on your whole flatbed fleet, you just can't turn it down, regardless if they're a Chinese tire or not. So that's what we went with. We did that, and then as a result, all the tires that came off are here. So we have a lot of tires here for our use once we're done with those. All right, so this is the back of Darrell's 35 ton. Looks like he's got 3 bungees there, 3 there. So I'm gonna add like maybe 2 more. Let's add just 1 more to each side. He's pretty good. That was Jorge. He is in Pasadena. He got offloaded and then reloaded, and now he's coming back home with he's coming back with a Jeep and some steps and some plates and a bunch of miscellaneous staging equipment. Mark, just if you guys heard that, Mark is coming in asking where Tony was, because Tony's bobtailing right now, as you guys saw in the Blue Pete, so he'll be able to come here and move that spread axle over here by the shop so we can get the other 4 tires on. And then what I'm going to be doing is, we got these right here, which are axle seals. They're like that outer sight glass for the axle seal, for the oil seal. So the 3-axle trailer, our 3-axle landau, I noticed was leaking, so I went ahead and personally replaced that yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and input that as a part in our inventory, because I got 2. I got 1 for the truck, and then now we're gonna have 1 in inventory, so we don't lose track of that, and we don't go buy another one when the next time for one arises. I'm gonna go ahead and add that into our inventory. So I guess I can kind of show you guys here. As you guys can see, we got 11 grand in inventory, which isn't that much, honestly. But first I can do a PO. Let's see, you can add a PO. Vendor was CarQuest. Parts location, we're gonna put this in room 2. Add line item. This is going to be, so I'm looking at the receipt here. That's where I'm getting this information. This is called SWS 359-5995. We can create the part. Let's see, I can do, let's put in oil seal window kit. And then I can do a unit cost. This costed us $9.99. And we can hit save part. We bought 2. And we can save and approve. And then that is PO 45. So I'm just gonna take a pen and write right here 45. That way we can cross-reference if we need to. And then I can mark it as purchased. I can mark it as received. I can say we received all of them. And that's good there. So now our inventory thinks we have 2. So now I gotta go in and create a work order for the work that was performed, which is that one. So I can do add work order. I can do, I think it's T1. I gotta do 01. T01, which is the black 3-axle landau. I can complete it. We can, it really doesn't matter. I mean, if we want to get technical, I can say it was done yesterday. I can again say it was done yesterday. And we don't do an odometer on the trailers. Completion date, we can say yesterday. And we can see here we have a slow leak nail in driver middle outer, which we are aware of. It's such a slow leak, it's not even really a leak. But we can go here and say oil. Let's see if it has anything. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we can say replace oil seal, create, save. Okay, so that's that. We can add a part associated with that, which was, we can just start typing in like window kit. It should come up. Yep, there it is. We're gonna pull it from inventory in room 2, which will deduct it to our current inventory of 1. Unit cost $10. Save, and then we can just put in here in the description, replaced passenger middle axle outer oil seal due to leak. And save. All right, so that's kind of the, that's just kind of the way that we keep track of information and services performed and parts in our inventory. Because prior to this system, we had a really big problem with like buying stuff like this, small stuff, even smaller than this, and we would stash it in the room, and then the next time when something came up and we needed to buy one, instead of going in our inventory and looking for the parts, people would just go and buy it. So now we can look and see, oh, we have one in inventory, let's use it. And then we can set reorder points and all kinds of good stuff like that. So I'm gonna go and put this in inventory, and we'll log that away, and I think we're good on this end. We'll check in, see how Mark's coming on. So this is room 2. It's a cluster, but it is room 2. And I don't know where Mark, oh, here we go. He was saying that there was some other old seals up here that we kind of kept. So one of my projects is to go through this room, but doing so hurts my grandpa's heart because he likes everything in the shop. Just an old school mentality. So maybe one day we'll be able to clean this place up a little bit and organize a little better, but for the time being, it's not really my place, so we'll leave it like that. Trying to get a shot of Darl coming in. Okay, lunch was good. I had a salad and a pizza. Ciro's, which you guys saw from the entrance, is like a Indio treasure, an Indio classic. My dad's been going there since he was a kid, so it's always a good lunch spot for us. We like that place. So Darl, myself, and my dad went to lunch. Did a little meeting kind of thing before my dad leaves for vacation tomorrow. He's leaving for 3 weeks, so I got the helm for 3 weeks. Beyond that, now I'm going to the bank. Got to make a deposit for the company, and then we have a dispatch meeting scheduled at 2 p.m. So it's 1 o'clock now. So just got to jam over to the bank really quick, drop off this cash, and then get ready for the meeting. All right, truck's coming in, truck's leaving. That's the name of the game. We just finished up lunch, and I obviously got back from the bank. Darl, his family owns a palm tree company, and then another side of the family owns a land clearing company where they clear out like brush and stuff like that. I guess one of his uncle's drivers just rolled over their end dump trailer at the dump, so he's gonna go flop them back on their feet. Roberto just got back in the 3-axle from towing a transit bus up to the dealer in Fontana. These are new. I just threw those on, watermelon lights, and now my phone's ringing. What's up, Tony? Riding in style, huh? Wait, hang on. Let me check the sleeper. Oh my! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I said, are you dead yet? That's pretty rough. Huh? Oh, compressor ran out, I guess. I feel for Mark. 8 tires in 110 degrees is not fun, and it's humid right now. 110 degrees and humid. Yeah, but much needed. Got 8 tires, brand new tires in this thing. Nice. How many times can Trent kick the tires? Sophie can do like a cool edit of like all the other times that I kick tires. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Anyway, oh yeah, I think you guys saw these new boots. Okay, well, our dispatch meeting was a success. It was actually a really good meeting. Dispatch, they're hard to talk to because they're always in a very chaotic environment. Being dispatch, phones ringing, radios going off, so it's good to slow it down, talk, figure out any issues that we have. So it's good. They brought up a bunch of good points that I need to work on, and yeah, that's what those meetings are all about. So I think I'm gonna call it a day because it's pretty much winding to an end. My dad just left. He's going on vacation, so this is me, just me in the empire. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day there. So thank you for watching, guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.